Vegas, Nevada. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Las Vegas Raiders. Now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And off we go from Las Vegas. And this will make it into the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now a handoff looking right. He's got room to run past the 20. Touchdown, LA!
Touchdown.
A big play there. 91 yards. And the Chargers have taken a first quarter lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
This taken in about 4 yards deep, and Hill will opt for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The first down throw, Darnold. Oh, he's going to take a shot right over. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Tyreek Hill. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up.
The kicker on.
That's a great response. You give up the first score of the game, but you go right down yourselves and get the equalizer.
I just had a flashback there. I remember playing in a game like that in college where one of my teammates had said in the media that week, the opposite team would be lucky to cross our goal line. They crossed it in the first minute of the game. On our first offensive play, we scored to answer back. Something similar to what we just saw there.
Very similar to what we just saw. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Brings up 2nd and
the last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now they'll run it on the toss. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, to me, that's taking a big gamble defensively because that alignment you see, that's normally something you see down near the goal line. Because now, if they decide to go play action, Something should be open there, and I think open big.
So maybe that's something that gets filed away for later.
I think without a doubt, you write it down, and if you see that look at a later date, go ahead and take your shot.
Here's Herbert. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
On 4th down, Joseph Charlton on to punt. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust. Certainly a nice job there by the defense, rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. That's into the hands of Eckler. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. That's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Six yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
On 1st down, it's Darnold. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Now it's Darnold. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Running is Jacobs. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
Ball carrier.
No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
It's now 3rd down and long.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. They're going to go. It's Darnold. He is going to find Hill here. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 and enemy territory. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down. Darnold from the gun. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. And he's got this down to the 35. 10 more there and another first down.
That's another Las Vegas first down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
7-7, our score after 1.
Score tied 7-7.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And a short gain down to about the 33.
He's taken.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Jacobs now. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
He's
2 yards on the first down carry and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. his connection, complete to Ruggs. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. First and 10, Darnold. Oh, look at that, a diving catch. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You circle the Pro Bowl. Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Here's Darnold. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on first and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
They'll try again on second and goal after going backwards to the 12. Another try after the first down sack. Darnold, that's complete, right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a third and goal. Back to throw, Darnold. Buying time to his left. The Charger D making things difficult, and it's fourth down. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
And this carries into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going, and they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays for one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. Now they try the right side here. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be third down and about the length of the football.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up third and inches.
Herbert on third down now. On a heavy rush, and down he goes. Shaquille Barrett with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks. Great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
On is the punter Charlton now as he's able to get this one away. Oh, what a move. So a 56-yard punt. They'll net 41 after the 15-yard return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas.
Yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
2nd and 7.
Here's Darnold. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Darnold. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off at the 38, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Logan Wilson that time there to bring him down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Herbert on the option. He's going to run with it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The keeper gets him 7 that time, but it'll lead to a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the Chargers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a third and goal.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
They'll try to run this one in. But he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
It's fourth and goal at the 2-yard line.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will knock things up here late in the first half. So they're able to make things level just before half and also leave very, very little time on the clock.
And I love the way that you phrased that. Brought a little soccer into it, and that's really apropos considering they just kicked a field goal to tie things up.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Open man has got it complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So we have reached halftime here at a good one. 10-10 is our score. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. But ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Now a carry for Jacobs. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Desmond King making the tackle. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
A 1-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd and 10.
Darnold now to throw. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Joey Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
This is taken at the 15. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He'll rifle this one deep right side, and that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are going to take the lead. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17 to 10.
Chargers 17, Raiders 10.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now this will make it into the end zone. Well, he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. On the ground is Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter. No time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Darnold got an open man. It's Ruggs. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
To throw is Darnold. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call a position, it's who you put there, and there was some completion.
Big play that time for the Raiders, and even 50 yards. Well, for a play that didn't look like much at the snap, that jet sweep turned into a big play in a hurry.
And how about how they ran the play? Because they obviously caught the defense out of position and not expecting that one, and that turned into a nice chunk of yardage. But how about the execution? On the handoff, most of the times we see on the jet sweep, they punch it forward so that if it falls to the ground, it's just an incomplete pass. Here, you've got to execute it well, otherwise it's a fumble.
Trying to punch it in with Eckler, and he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
This Charger defense continuing to hold the line. Now it's a 3rd and goal situation. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. And he gets it to go, and we're all even, 17 apiece.
That ties the game at 17.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
At the 28-yard line.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. So they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
3rd and 11.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st down.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the 1st half. And I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Chargers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Midfield and inside the 45. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger 1st. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward.
The 41-yard line.
2nd and 8 coming up. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he'll take this one down to about the They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Herbert. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Jacobs. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Gain on the play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
40-yard line.
This one complete downfield on the left side. He is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
At the 26-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. He'll buy some time right. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
The ball carrier.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. It's Eckler again. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They go with Jacobs. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. A quick throw out wide to Ruggs. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
At the 10-yard line.
Than a yard. Trying to run forward with Jacobs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Raiders have moved out in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead.
24. Chargers 17.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Justin Herbert looking to throw on second down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him.
Herbert's pass.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
A 3-yard pickup. And it's third down.
He's back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On fourth down, Herbert, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
And the Chargers first down.
Now Herbert. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on first. 4 receivers now, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Second down and 4. Back to throw. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Herbert able to show his wheels as he gets the first.
The 44-yard line. A 5-yard gain on the play. First down, Chargers.
They'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They'd like to avoid overtime here, so maybe they can work the sidelines, but then defensively, how do they adjust to that if they do work the sideline?
It's the old leverage game, and we usually talk about leverage at the line of scrimmage, right? Who's going to win with the low blocking and everything that goes along with that. But in this case, you're trying as a defender to leverage them towards the middle of the field, not let them get to the sidelines and try and tackle them inbounds in order to run the clock out.
Chess match here late. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on second and 10. Darnold. That one complete to Hill. And he'll be out of bounds,
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Darnold now to throw. Reception here by Wallace. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Now Darnold. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And that will write a finish to this ballgame. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And they will play it safe here and bring this one out to the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
On first down, it's Jacobs. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
3rd and 10.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a
defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. Well, their defense did its job. Now they're going to get the football with a chance to win it.
And it feels like they ran out on the field, and right before they did, they told the offense, don't worry about this. We got you. Okay, we've got the situation under control. We'll get it back for you for a chance to win the game. And, boy, they did it well.
They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. He is going to find Hill here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a first down. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Once more, here's Eckler. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
And 3.
So a big play in this opening drive of overtime. Now looking at a 3rd and 3. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. Well, I know you're toward the middle of the field here, but still, 4th down this distance. You got to punt it right.
That's definitely the first instinct, because you say, okay, let's just play some field position, make sure we don't lose the game here, turn it over in a key spot. But if you feel really good about your trigger guy, if you feel great about him, you might want to leave the ball in his hands and let him work his magic.
On 4th down, Darnold. Got his connection, complete to Ruggs. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a first down.
10 at the 13-yard line.
They run it with Jacobs. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Darnold from the gun. And this will be caught. Touchdown. They needed overtime to get it done, but put this one in the win column. Touchdown. Partner, great game that we got to see, and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime. A little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.